Okay. Okay, I have a timer over here that's going. It'll kind of beep when it's time to switch through activities. And if you can't hear me, I mean, that's okay. At least I'm recording it. But if you can, just if you have a question, just holler or just put it in the chat. So, the first thing that we're going to do is add to a network, expand our network. So you can have your own number. I usually add 15 people to Facebook. And then I have something that's expanding Instagram. So I don't add to Instagram right now, just add to Facebook. But anyway, so you go add your people. We've got 5 minutes to do that. Okay, I felt that's funny. I just saw your chat. I had something covering it up on my phone, so all right, sorry. That's funny. Like Carly, stop talking to me. One way I found it's really helpful to add people on Facebook is I use my groups, like if there's sale groups that people have added me to, go to the members and I find mutual friends there, and that's a really good way to add people on Facebook. And now I can see chat. So if you have questions, just put them there. I will actually see it. about 30 seconds left on this activity. Okay, so we're going to move on to, the categories like sending hey girl messages, but which you can send out those kind of messages. I usually use it to send out birthday messages, and then use it to connect, which I'm not sure what you have in front of you, but so I have my just regular like tracking sheet. That's just how to track things. And then I have the business activity tracker, and that's just like daily activities that you can check off. So 10 minutes for this. So basically it says 20 minutes on here for connecting and adding followers, but of course we just added followers in the last one. So anyways, so the birthday messages are one that I always do, and then I connect. I have a collections group on Instagram where I like just add new followers to it. Like as I'm just on Instagram and people that follow my stories, I add them to this collection so that I can connect with them. And then on Facebook, I have different groups. Well, they're called friend lists for each quarter. And those aren't they're okay. It's still a good thing to do. But sometimes the algorithms are funky on those, but it's still a good place to collect people and go connect with them. So, if you have a question in the chat. You can just type birthdays in the search bar on Facebook. I'm not sure. Yeah, stories, that's awesome. And being able to use the people, like, use that function of people looking at your stories just to connect with them. That's so awesome. Sorry, just saw your chat. Excuse me. Another way I like to connect during this time is to go through people's stories and also like comment on their stories and connect. Okay, so we're going to move on to follow-ups. And that'll be for 10 minutes. And you can check off your first box if you're a box checker on the business activity tracker for initiate connections and followers. And now we're going to move up to follow-ups. And on the business activity tracker, it says 20 minutes or 15 minutes. What did I say? Oh, this is 10 minutes stuff. So you can always go back through and add time. I usually, sometimes I use a timer and sometimes I don't. So, okay. Follow-ups. I keep a follow-up list. This is one piece that I kind of missed for a while is follow-ups. I just didn't track it very good. And it's still a battle for me to track it the right way, or I should say the way that's best for me. And what I do, and that has been working, is when I talk to someone and they respond back to me, whether it's a yes or a no, like, well, a yes, I keep talking to them, but a no, I put them in a follow-up list. And so based on like our conversation, I'll usually put them just like in the next group. It'll be like, so for my May group, I'm putting people in that follow-up category so that then when I go to like follow up, I have a list of people that I can work with. That's just been helpful for me. There's not a lot of science behind it, but that's just what I've been doing. So whether it's coach or challenge group invites. So you kind of find what works for you. Some people use Google Streak. I just honestly, it had a lot of like stuff to do, and I was just like, I just want to do, so I didn't do Google Streak. But I've heard that it's really awesome if you take the time to set it up right. So just find what works for you. And so if you're like, I don't know who to follow up with, I mean, because it depends on who you've been inviting in, especially since you haven't been doing it like forever, you may not feel like you have a bunch of people to follow up with. So what you could do during this time is you could keep connecting. You could go post something with a call to action, or I mean, if you don't want to post it right now, you could just kind of prep a post where you can just copy and paste it later and post it on social media, but making sure it has some sort of call to action in it so that then you can go back and you can invite people that interact on that post. Or you can do something in your stories where you invite people that way. I love doing it in my stories so that I have something to like reference. So even if they don't respond on the poll or whatever, I can just go to my viewers like you were talking about, and I can just send them a message like, hey girl, thanks for following my stories. Kind of like when I sent you a message because I saw you were following my stories, so I thought that you must be, or you might be interested in doing what I'm doing. And so I know sometimes people aren't and they just follow for entertainment, and that's fine. But I just want them to know like that they can do it too. And so send them a message about whatever you were talking about in the stories, you know, so it's not totally brand new information to them too. So hopefully that makes sense. I'll let you work. Okay, so we're moving on to inviting. So you can check the little box on your follow-ups if you did that, and then move on to inviting. So same thing. If you didn't craft a post in the last one and you did follow-ups, which is perfect, you can craft a post in this one to get it ready. But yeah, invites, like I said, you can go through your stories. You can invite people that way. You can invite people from your likes and comments on posts. You can go through, which I think she even talked about this on the National Wake Up Call Monday, but like going through your Facebook friend list. And in the beginning, I did that all the time. And I still do it sometimes when I'm like, man, I just want to like connect with some different people. I'll do it. Because there's a lot of people that may not be seeing our stuff and that are on Facebook and that we could still invite and connect with. So when I first started, it was definitely like old friends, people that I had done sports with in the past, and just really connected with people that way. I knew they were into like being healthy anyways, so, or at least at one point in my life. Anyways, so invite, ask if you have any questions. I can send like an example invite. If that's helpful, just let me know, okay? Can you open your messenger if I send it that way? So I just sent one, and that's someone who's like already into fitness. One that I sent. I'm gonna see if I can send them in here, because then they'll be on the recording and people can. So yeah, I'm gonna send them to you and then copy and paste them in there, just because it's easier. I'm using my husband's computer for this. So. And that was a coaching invite. Mm-hmm. And here's one that I send to people who are following my stories, just kind of, and you can tweak it obviously the way that you'd like, but to invite them to whatever it was they voted on the poll in my stories. And you may have seen that one. Let me show you a regular challenge group. Here's one like just about liking posts. Like if they give you support on a transformation post or something, it's just a way to invite them. And then you've probably seen this one before. It's probably similar to what I sent you when you were following my stories. But I'll go ahead and send it, and then I'll be done. And then just let me know if you have more questions about it. Oh, it said I was signed out of Zoom, so I thought like the whole thing was, but it's Okay. So this next one is check in with challenge group current customers. And so basically what we're going to do for 5 minutes. So you can, if you are on a roll with inviting, you can, do that for a few minutes and then swap over, dependent, on how many challengers you have, of course. But what you could do is just go interact with people in the challenge group for a minute or two, comment on their posts, encourage them. And then, of course, if you were running your own, you could do a post real quick in there or something. So, sorry if you have a question. Sorry. Okay, the next thing is engage with likes and comments of the last 5 posts, and then like reply to them. So I just like I need to go back and do this majorly, but just make sure that anyone that comments that you're replying to them. It helps make your post more visible, and of course, it's just a way to connect with other people. And this is on the business activity tracker too. So there are a few things we could have crossed off. The challenge group that we just did, cross that off. Sorry, I've got the yawns, obviously. Okay, so anyways, just let me know if you have a question about that. It's just 5 minutes. And sometimes you may need more time to do this one too. The business activity tracker does say 15 minutes. Okay, so the next thing we're going to move on to is going to your Coach Online office and just kind of checking in. Check your sponsorship drill down, check for Coach news. There used to be a Coach breaking news. So if you don't know how to get to your Coach Online office, you just go to teambeachbody.com. This is at least instructions from your computer. It's similar on your phone. You'll just have a menu tab on the left side. So you go there, you click, hover over Coach, click Coach Office. I think the first step, though, if you're not signed in, is you would have to sign in as a coach and then click Coach Office. Okay, so it'll pop up with your profile. It'll tell you success club points. It'll tell you your current rank. That tells you a lot of information there. And you can check your earnings there. You can see what you made that week. So every Thursday morning, this is updated. So each week, that's when we get paid. You can check to see what your check was that week. And then if you want, there's a news category. There is still a Coach Breaking News, so you can click that. You can read what's going on, the sales, and then to check your sponsorship drawdown, which will become important as you hit different ranks, because it'll help you check if you're going to be, wake up that rank the next day, basically. So every Tuesday, which is last night, I try to check this, make sure everything's looking good for the week, that I'm not going to drop rank, because then come Wednesday, if things aren't right, I need to really hustle on Wednesday to get them right. Because Thursday morning, whatever you wake up Thursday morning, is always your rank, and it's payday. So you go to Monitor My Business, and then click Sponsorship Drill Down, and you'll see it there. And I'll show coaches who are active, coaches who are going inactive, coaches who are inactive. Super helpful. Okay. Okay, so the next couple things are just your 3 vital behaviors. So your shake, PD, workout, and like share something about it. So just making a post to share that you got your workout in today, or share something from your personal development, but take some time to do that. I'm going to stop here just because we're right at almost an hour, and but I'm going to share the other things that would be on this timer if you want to use it. So then after that, it would be scheduling. Like if you schedule your posts, like if you're super busy, you could schedule your posts out. Schedule your next power hour, because guys, sometimes if you don't schedule our power hours, they just don't get done, right? So make sure you get things scheduled in, and like things like Summit, if you're going to Summit, get that on the calendar, get your ticket, get all of that rolling. And then the very last thing is just finishing up any last minute tasks. So I'll send this timer in our group thread. If you want to use it, it just helps me to stay focused when I really need that focus, or when I need to get it done in an hour. Because I can stop here and feel pretty good about it, because I have a good schedule with getting my posts and stuff like that. But anyways, I'll send that over. Thanks for hopping on, and I'll see you guys later.